What's up, and welcome to the 4th episode of Rabbit Hole's Gamesverse. So, usually Joe's here. He had some personal stuff he had to attend to. So we have Zach on board today.
Yo!
Bringing you a treat for this episode. So for the uninformed and Zach, we start off this show going through a few articles of news. Follows into like what kind of games we've been playing or games you've just played recently that kind of, good or bad, I guess, just to let the audience know what you kind of thought. If any cool games are releasing, we go into that.
Or could we add what games do we wish we could be playing?
Yeah, we'll make the exception here.
Yeah, I like that.
In the words of Mario Sunshine, overruled.
I like it.
But no, yeah, we'll do that today, and then we just go into new games coming out. The game that Christmas forgot, which is kind of like a forgotten game. Just talk about it, bring it back from the dead a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring it some life, and then a topic of the show, which we talked about earlier today. We got a good one today as well. Starting off with the articles of attention today. So there was some big news with all these new Sonic games. Was it all at Comic-Con that all this stuff kind of started showing up?
Yeah.
I think that's where it was. But, okay, so from IGN, Comic-Con 2016, new Sonic game coming to PC and consoles, including Nintendo NX, which is pretty cool. When was the last time Sonic was on PC? It's been a while.
Yeah, and if it was, I don't think anybody was, playing it on PC. Who wants to play Sonic on PC?
Yeah, that looks kind of weird, which is why I asked that.
Yeah.
But the article goes, at its San Diego Comic-Con party tonight, Sega confirmed that a new Sonic game is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo's NX in holiday 2017. So we still got a whole year on this, but it's still pretty cool that they announced this. The game is currently untitled. No other details were revealed beyond the fact that it is both a digital and physical release, and that the epic title is in development from the same team that made 2010 Sonic Colors and 2011 Sonic Generations. Now, did you ever play Sonic Colors?
Never played Sonic Colors. I played Sonic Generations.
Yeah, so did I. And it was actually good.
Yeah, Sonic Generations was fun.
Yeah, so thumbs up for Sonic Generations. Really don't know anything about Sonic Colors yet, but that's halfway promising at least.
Yeah.
Tonight's announcement follows a series of teases from Sonic Team in which the team promised a completely new game in honor of franchise's 25th anniversary. That's pretty cool. And then also at tonight's party, which is by tonight they're referring to the day this was all announced, Sega unveiled a new 2D Sonic game called Sonic Mania coming in spring 2017. And then they gave numbers about their mobile Sonic Dash game.
Yeah, and I think that is supposed to be kind of because they made Sonic 4.
Yeah.
Was that the year before or the year before that? And
I honestly don't know.
I think it got bad. I don't think the fans really liked it very much.
Wait, was it a 2D?
Yeah.
Old school
yeah,
Sonic?
I think it was on Xbox 360 because Sonic 06, that broken game.
The Abomination.
Oh, I mean, I think it's still kind of fun.
Yeah.
But
that's its charm.
As long as I'm Sonic and I'm running around fast, it's gonna be cool.
Gotta go fast. But yeah, that leads us to the second article where they do talk about Sonic Mania confirmed. And just as at Comic-Con tonight, which is referring to a few days ago, Sega announced Sonic Mania, a new 2D platformer with core classic gameplay.
Core classic.
CC, they dropped the double C's right there. So let's hope that's true. Headed to PS4, Xbox One, and PC again in spring 2017. So this one's going to come out earlier than the bigger, newer Sonic game. And it just says it includes reimagined areas from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic CD, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, as well as brand new areas.
That sounds pretty good.
It's a little alarming, though. Nothing about Sonic XL in there.
Oh, Sonic XL.
We'll get to that later, though.
O-rings.
The game was co-developed by Sega of America and a few other places. So this one could be cool as well. Hopefully it's like the Sonic we're used to. I mean, I was a big fan of the OG Sonics.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Mario's still better, but Sonic is still...
It can hold its own a little bit,
Oh, Sonic's really cool.
Okay, so we'll move away from the Sonic now. Just know that there's a bunch of cool stuff that's coming out that way. We'll kind of tread into Pokemon Go. You've been playing a lot of it. There's a bunch of articles about it.
Yeah.
First one, Pokemon Go boosts interest in trading cards. Who would have known this would have happened? Well, everybody kind of. But,
Didn't one sell the Pokemon Illustrator? Are you familiar with that?
The 3DS game?
No, Pokemon Illustrator is a Pokemon card. There were 6 of them made.
Oh, okay.
I think it was there was a competition back in the day where kids had to, or I guess anybody, could submit a drawing to Game Freak or whoever, and say whoever had the best drawings would get sent this card. It's only in Japan, I think.
Okay.
There's 6
Wait,
made.
is it a trainer?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not a trainer. Where it would say trainer on the old cards, it just says Illustrator.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And I think one just sold for $100,000.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's only 6 in existence,
100,000, dude.
No, that's a lot. That's
a lot of money.
Nothing.
A lot of green.
we would never fathom paying anything close to that or anything.
For anything, ever.
Besides like a house, maybe one day. But
well,
you know what I mean? It's like that card or a house. You know, you gotta.
I'm gonna pick the house, even though I love me some Pokemon cards. But 100,000, that's a lot of clams.
No, that's a very fitting story for this article. But it just says, in addition to setting a new iTunes record and doubling sales at some businesses, Pokemon Go has caused and doubling sales at some business.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't exactly make that yet. But Pokemon Go has caused a surge in sales of the collectible trading cards, which it's kind of like you said, you work at an exchange, like Record Exchange and all that, you sell the games, and you said this past week, games have been flying off the shelves, you can't even keep them in stock.
Yeah, they're very, very popular right now.
So this was kind of just, this game was almost a message, hey, Pokemon's still around, and everybody's like, it is really cool, I want to get back into it, so it's obviously helping sales with everything Pokemon related, it looks like. Which jumped into the next article, which isn't really an article or anything, it just says, Pokemon Sun and Moon announcement coming in early August. And I just want to point out, we now have articles that are telling us that another article is coming.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Well, they've been doing a lot of updates. I mean, the last one was like, 6 or 7 Pokemon, and then the whole hyper training.
Yeah.
About, after level 100, you can continue.
That's pretty cool.
But I think it's stats, though. It's kind of branching off the EV training.
Yeah.
Which, like, you could be level 100, but then still max out your attack or your specialty or,
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But so this just says Pokemon Company is expected to release more information about Pokemon Sun and Moon on August 1st, 9 a.m. That's Eastern time. So we're going to get more information soon is the bottom line there. Which now leads us into Detective Pikachu, live-action Pokemon movie coming from Legendary Pictures. Although you might say Skinny Pikachu is Defective Pikachu, because he's not the old fat Pikachu.
No, you got to have fat Pikachu.
It says production expected to begin in early 2017. This is just about Legendary Pictures has announced that it has acquired the film rights to Pokemon and will begin production of a Detective Pikachu film next year. Plot details and character details haven't been quite revealed yet. They just want to start production in 2017. I mean, other than that, there's not too much information on it. Just
how they wanted Danny DeVito wanted to be the voice of Pikachu.
They should just put him in a Pikachu costume and throw him in that movie. That would be excellent.
Side thing before we go to the next topic with detectives is I'm a big fan of Waluigi.
Yes. I like where this is going.
I've had this in my mind for, I'd say for at least a couple of years now. I brought it up to people that care about stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to tell like some random person like, I think about this, like friends who are into games. Yeah. While you got like Luigi has his own games, Wario has his own games, Mario obviously has his own games, Yoshi, Waluigi needs a game.
Yeah.
Now, I think it would be cool to have a Waluigi detective.
Yes.
Like, imagine him, I don't know if
he's like so skinny, agile, and just holding up a little
magnifying glass.
Yes.
It'd be honestly like kind of like a structure of a Luigi's Mansion. Like, you go into a room and you have to figure out what's wrong.
That would be great.
I think that would be a great title that Nintendo should do to utilize their characters that we all love. I think it'd be great.
Detective Waluigi.
You heard it here first. I haven't copyrighted. This is a copyright. So if this ever does happen, this is documented on YouTube.
Wait, don't we have to mail this episode to ourselves? So
we might have to do that, but it's on YouTube. It'll be dated when it's been uploaded, which will probably be shortly after this is filmed.
No, yeah, the Tuesday coming up. So
so in the next couple days, you guys
Detective Waluigi.
Just remember, you seen it here first. You heard about it.
It's a good idea.
Tell your friends. Maybe Nintendo hear about it. Give me some money. Maybe give me a job at Nintendo and make games.
Or maybe just make the game and not even acknowledge it. It wouldn't be the first time, right?
Not be the first time.
Yeah.
I want to go save Nintendo, make some games for them. I think I got the ideas.
You do. But now, how do you feel about this Detective Pikachu movie? Something you'll see when it comes out?
Oh, yeah. Is it going to be in theaters?
Like I said, there's not a lot of information about it.
If you think about it, there's 17 Pokemon movies, I think.
I don't see why it wouldn't, especially with all this Pokemon stuff. And
I think the only Pokemon movies that have been in theaters that was like a major theatrical release was like maybe the first couple. But there's been a lot of other Pokemon movies that are just went either straight to DVD, or if they were in the theater, they were shown like a weekend, like once a day. Yeah. Like something like that. Like kind of how they did the Dragon Ball Z movies last year.
I feel like this one's going to be a little bit bigger. They're going to try to milk this
I think with Pokemon you can milk it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of milk, though. No. Actually, legendary Pokemon, though. So actually, I'm looking at these dates now. If you hear this on Tuesday, it's going to be too late, but last chance to get Shaman? How do you say it?
Shaman. I say Shaman.
Yeah, I'd say it's Shaman, but I don't know that.
That's tomorrow. I actually got to do the
Yeah,
rest
so
of them
get your Shaman, but then
from other 3 games.
We'll bring up next Pokemon coming out, Arceus.
I feel like
August 1st
Arceus
through the 24th.
is going to be a big release.
Yeah.
Because is he obtainable in
Code
Platinum?
from participating GameStop stores. So he's going to be one that you got to go to GameStop to get.
Okay.
Or game stores if you have those around. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Arceus will be next. Just a heads up on that. Okay, just because you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan, I wanted to throw some Dragon Ball Z articles at you.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z manga and anime compared. So right here they're comparing though, like what you see in the anime, and then what like was you could read it. And I guess verbatim, it's like the same for the most part. I'm going to blow you into so many pieces, and you won't be able to come back again. It's the same thing, and they're just showing the image in the comics, image on TV, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of GIFs all around. They're kind of comparing. You know, we're showing you the show, we're showing you the comic. What are your just thoughts on everything? Everything translated great?
For the most part, it pretty much it translates like almost identically to the show from the manga.
Yeah.
But I think some of the stuff has changed. I think in the manga, like for example, I think in the Frieza saga, Vegeta gives the middle finger.
Okay.
And
in the book or in
the manga? Yeah, I don't think he does it in the show. Maybe like in the uncut version, but I think the versions that most of us watched on Cartoon Network.
So it's a little bit more censored than what was originally.
Yeah, or like a little bit
in
of
the book.
blood, like stuff like that. But I think overall, like this, like graphics and like the way things are shot and like the characters, the way they stand when they say certain things, I think pretty much match up pretty well.
I mean, here it looks almost identical.
Like
just
for what we're
right
seeing,
now, so.
it looks exactly the same.
It's pretty cool they're able to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And retain
Stay true
its
to
integrity.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Which then leads us into Comic-Con 2016. 24 snaps of new Dragon Ball Z toys. Now, did you look at these yet?
No, I've not seen.
I told you about this last night. So this is just. I don't know. These might be exclusive. Let's see. Every year, San Diego Comic-Con is a hotbed for new exclusive collectibles and toys. Just because your personal favorite. Oh, because they're our personal favorite, we've whipped up this slideshow of 24 pictures showing off some new DBZ toys. It doesn't really say if these are. I'm gonna guess that these are exclusive to the show, though.
So more of the kind of like short Bandai figures that they've been making for a while
like 2
now.
2 to 3 inches tall.
Which they're cool.
What about these?
These
Those
next
like
ones look pretty cool.
statues.
They're a little bit more statuey. I have a Trunks that looks a lot like that.
No, wait. Why are these gold and silver and bronze? Just because?
Probably. Those are fig arts. I actually have the Trunks one that came out before.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that. That's thick right there.
That's a thick legendary Broly right there. There's an ad, of course.
Now these look like figures they would release. A new standard action figure Rise standard Dragon Ball Z. It looks pretty good.
See, that's what I like.
Articles of like articulation, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to have don't get me wrong. I like the very detailed, newer figures that you can get at collectible stores that run you at least $30 and above.
That's cool, yeah.
But like I'd like the older figures. This is with any kind of series. Like I know collectible figures are cool, but like you go to like your local shopping stores like Target or Walmart or whatever and pick up a figure for $9.99 or $7.99. Like just very simplistic. They still look nice, but they're a little bit simple. You know? Because like I feel like I just like Dragon Ball Z. It's with any, like I said, with any series, like not everything has to be your $150 like mega detailed figure.
Yeah, like more of a statue. Almost.
I mean, it's like it's nice to just have like your maybe take them out of the box, put them in like on your desk or something, or
like I feel like you go into KB Toys, they got those right there. Those are what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking for some. Yeah, it's nice to have those. It's affordable to like complete sets and such.
Yeah, but no, it's cool that they're still making figures. Of Dragon Ball Z and all that. You get to see the new ones here if you want to check it out. Just go to IGN. They got a whole article about it with all these pictures. It's pretty cool. All right, we'll jump into this one. Ubisoft CEO has seen the Nintendo NX and in quotes has it really great, and he also says it's going to help the industry continue to grow. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, so we're just going to go this Ubisoft CEO believes the NX will bring casual players back to the industry based on what he's seen of the upcoming Nintendo console so far. He just says, what we have seen is really great. We think having a new machine coming is going to help the industry to continue to grow and to take lots more casual players back into the industry. I mean, that's all that they say. So I don't know if this is just like a hype article that's like, hey, these developers say it's really cool, so it might be really cool.
Which, the third party support will be great for the NX and help Nintendo out for the people who like, for example, like when the Wii U came out and there was like Batman Arkham City and Mass Effect and Call of Duty on that makes like system sales go up a little bit because people buy Nintendo systems to play Mario games, but they also the argument will be like, well, I want to play Call of Duty and stuff like that because that's what people like. People want that option. Now, me personally, I could care less about the third-party support because Nintendo has their own support with their great line.
That's what you really care about, and that's what's going to sell the system.
But now having that third-party support will maybe sell more systems to give Nintendo more money, to have a higher budget for more things on their end.
Or just make more amiibos. Or
more
amiibo.
Ooh, God.
Which actually leads perfectly into the next topic. Animal Crossing New Leaf getting amiibo support. But then it says only officially confirmed in Japan.
Yeah, which
it'll
hit the States probably eventually.
Yeah, like Poke and everything kind of ends up here too. Nintendo is finally bringing amiibo support to its main Animal Crossing game, Animal Crossing New Leaf. The free update will come in November. And it just says Animal Crossing amiibo figures will unlock new content in New Leaf, and it looks like amiibos from other games will be supported too.
I'm excited for the Splatoon.
Yeah, it says
Splatoon.
Images on the Animal Crossing website show a collection of albums from Nintendo's Splatoon. Splatfest going on right now too.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
The very last Splatfest is will be wrapping up tomorrow or maybe tonight at midnight. I forgot how those go.
Yeah, I think tonight. But amiibo cards will also be compatible with Animal Crossing New Leaf, though it's not exactly clear how their functionality will differ. Which I don't really get what they were going into. It says they will be compatible and non-Animal Crossing figures should be compatible too.
Well, I'm assuming what you do is you pop in a Mario figure, then you get a Mario hat for your character.
You think it's going to be cosmetic to your character, or could it be items to put in your house, too?
Both. Yeah. Probably both. Like, there's already those items in New Leaf with the walking, or you get the belt, like you get the Nintendo coins at the end from walking.
Yeah.
And, like, you can do, like, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've played the game, but, like, you do 2, it's random, and you get, like, Samus's helmet.
Yeah.
And you can wear it as your character, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool. It's very cool.
And it also gets people active because you have to walk to get them. I think you automatically get them, but like it goes back to Pokemon Go. It's getting people up and moving,
which is good.
Because I feel like most people are pretty stagnant and just like eating potato chips on the couch, which is a lot of fun. Actually, I'm not a big fan of chips because I always bite them.
Yeah.
And scratch the roof of your mouth, and it's just like, God damn it!
And then you get
and then you feel it, and then you feel it for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many times you brush your teeth. You get shit mouth, and it's terrible. Like how I bit on that hot dog this morning.
Chip mouth. You got hot dog mouth.
I got a hot dog burn right over here.
Yeah. That's the worst though.
I'm got
like a few days.
And I keep touching with my tongue, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I can't stand it. And you'll find out soon enough where I ate this hot dog at the and part of this.
It was no fish taco though.
But no, the fish tacos were the best. Yeah. Those were the best tacos ever.
But back to this. So this is good that New Leaf getting support. It's kind of like a forgotten game.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit of a resurgence because it was a great game.
Yeah.
Maybe the last of the great Animal Crossing games released recently.
How many years has it been? 2 or 3 now, I think?
4.
The game's out for 4 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think it said that.
That's insane. They should have just made, instead of making Mario Party Animal Crossing, they should have made, or Happy Home Designer. I'm sorry if any of you guys like that game. That was absolute blasphemy.
Yeah. No, wait, November 8, 2012. It will be 4 years this year.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been I remember.
They should have just made a core Wii U Animal Crossing game. Why make... Okay, I never played Amiibo Festival, so I don't want to knock it completely, but it's probably not the greatest. But don't even get me started on Happy Home. That game pissed me off.
It should be called Sad Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evicted Home. No Home. God,
yeah.
Such
Animal Crossing Eviction.
It was
first eviction notice.
It was bullshit. It was so bad. God.
Yeah. I never tried it. I just heard it wasn't good.
It's so dumb.
But to end up with the articles and all that today, this one just says Xbox One S release date revealed. Just wanted to throw this one out there. It says Microsoft has revealed the 2 terabyte version
Damn.
of the Xbox One S will be hitting shelves on August 2nd for $400 or $399 USD, which is only like a week away. So that's kind of fast. The company has also confirmed if you pre-ordered one, you will be getting it on release day. If you want one of the new Slim consoles, you can still pre-order them from Microsoft's website, like official store online. Although Microsoft claims availability is limited, so if you want one, you.
I don't think they're gonna sell that well.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna say I think.
You know what's gonna sell more?
What?
The older Xboxes, because they get priced down because this is out. That's what's gonna sell more.
Possibly, but I don't think there's gonna be a lot of these in circulation at first. Like the original Xbox One Pro Elite controller, whatever you want to call it. Remember, they were like
they're gonna like trial it, see who buys it.
Yeah.
Let the butter spread. Like, oh dude, it's so fast and 2 TB, man. Like I can fit all of my Call of Duty games on it. All 17,000 of my Call of Duty games.
But see, 2 terabytes should have been from the get-go. Like 500 gigabytes is nowhere near enough, especially when I'm going through all this stuff now. It's like all these games are at least 50 gigs if you're playing like a good game and all that.
500
kind of
gigabytes is like not even. I don't know what the hell they were thinking at all. It was.
Well, we all kind of knew it was going to be. Well, especially I remember like the NBA.
You know what they didn't even know.
I just remember 2K. What maybe 14 was the one that. Possibly, I don't remember.
That was launched.
Whatever it was. But that was like, whatever 2K came around on launch was like a 40 to 50 gig install right from the door. You know, that's a tenth of your console space.
That's a thick gig.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, people are going to like this whole 2 terabyte and all that kind of stuff.
Or you could just buy external hard drive, but...
I don't know if it needs to be formatted a certain way. I think you could do it either way, but yeah, whatever. I'll keep on deleting games. I could make do.
Yeah.
New games coming out this week. Now, this list is very lackluster once again, but that doesn't mean there are still games coming out. So I just wanted to throw this one out there. Quadrilateral Cowboy, just because of the word quadrilateral. Okay?
I like quadrilateral.
That's exactly why I wanted to do this. It's coming out only PC only, July 25th. And it actually looked kind of interesting. It just says Quadrilateral Cowboy is an upcoming puzzle video game by an independent developer, Blendo Games.
Never heard of one.
Exactly. The player takes the role of a computer hacker in the 1980s, armed with a top-of-the-line hacking deck outfitted with a 56.6K modem and a staggering 256K RAM. We might need to call Jonah to understand what that
Skippy,
means.
Man!
But no, I don't know. It just looks kind of cool how it's like this puzzle game.
It could be fun.
Yeah, it definitely could be fun because it's something different. So we're going to throw that one out there. Second game, well, also coming out is Phantom Brave PC. Don't know too much about that. For the Vita, Shiren the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune and the Dice of Fate. Once again, who says the Vita is dead? Because every week we're pulling a new Vita game that's coming out. Valentino Rossi, the game, is coming out on July 26th. PC, Xbox One, PS4.
Dang, I don't know what any of these games are.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to get AAAs every week, but this one right here is just like in the Motor GP franchise, so it's going to be bike racing.
Oh, yeah. I think Valentino Rossi, he's like a racer. He's like a guy. Like it's like Tiger Woods golf or, you know.
Yeah, just another like that bike racing. Headlander's coming out on PC. This is a 2D side-scrolling game set in the 1970s sci-fi-inspired utopia, in which the main character's head flies around independently. This one actually looked pretty cool. I mean, it's not.
Oh, it's part of Adult Swim.
Yeah. So, and it's coming out on Xbox One, PS4.
Swim. Maybe give it a try.
Yeah, we'll see. And this one right here, I just wanted to talk about. What? Absolute Deadmau 5. Okay.
Deadmau 5 is a techno guy.
Yes. So he
absolute vodka.
Yes, joined forces with Deadmau 5 to make a VR game. It says virtual reality is big in both games and entertainment, and many artists and developers are joining in on the VR craze. The latest celebrity to announce a VR project is electronic music producer Deadmau 5, who recently revealed that he's making a virtual reality experience in partnership with Absolute Labs, which is the media site of Absolute the Vodka Company. The game is simply called Absolute Deadmau 5 and is meant to give fans a glimpse into the life of the producer. It says it mixes real footage of his concerts and production with driving, rhythm, and running minigames. It's a mobile app, meaning the game will work with headsets like Google Cardboard. Do you want to get in on his life like that?
Hell no. That looks terrible.
I don't know about that one. But that was just really interesting. I want to throw it out there.
That's
worth crossing that threshold now.
Yeah.
And then Blade Arceus from Shining Battle Arena.
PC.
Coming out as well.
Looks like another...
Great game. Who knows?
Yeah.
Don't really touch the PC games that much.
Yeah, I got a computer, but I just don't.
All right, so let's tread into. We wanted to talk about games we've been playing. Anything, just recent, not within the past This is your first time on the show, so anything recently that's caught your attention was fun.
Let's see. Recently, I've been continuously. It's been going on for a while. I've been trying to do the complete Pokedex on X and Y. Well, basically,
which is cool.
Mainly the Pokebank.
Yeah. So basically, all the games.
So I'm using like all the games, and I'm not doing it where like completely the Pokebanks where like, I've seen every single one. Like in the bank.
Yeah.
Like I'm catching like all 3 evolutions.
Yeah.
So for example, if I want to do the starters, you'd have to catch 3 Squirtles, keep one as is.
Yeah.
A Wartortle and a Blastoise. I'm about maybe a fourth of the way there.
Yeah.
I play here and there.
Oh, that's a good chunk when there's 700 something of them.
I still hop on Splatoon when I have time. It's a nice, fun, easy game. Legacy the Duelist for the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I know you've been playing.
That's a digital game only. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. You just duel.
No, yeah.
I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh in like the actual cards in real life, so having it on, actually getting that game sparked playing the card game again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else have I been playing? I dabble with Fallout 4. Nothing like new, like nothing that's came like out recently.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind.
No, yeah, that's okay though. I mean, for me, I haven't really had much time this week to sit down and really play anything. With Feluco, we played some of that Lego Dimensions. I was actually very impressed with it. I would like to try out the Simpsons levels, throwing characters together, see how they interact. That'd be pretty cool. That might be something in the future, if I ever get something like that. Yeah, not too much, but hopefully we got some good stuff coming next week. So what was the other one you wanted to brush on?
Well, I was gonna mention it'd be cool to say like, what are some games you'd like to play if you had time?
Detective Waluigi.
Well, yeah, of course. Everybody's going to want to play that when that comes out. Or it could be a game you've already have in your backlog, or a game that you like, like kind of have like a hankering to play blank.
Destiny. No. I can't go back down that road.
I kind of want to play Advance Wars.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that?
What is it?
No, why is that? I
don't know.
GBA? DS?
GBA. Like just the first one.
Yeah.
I've only played like maybe once or twice. Long time ago.
No, it's
I don't have it. Yeah. It's like tanks and stuff. I've been wanting to play, if I pronounce this correctly, Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, the remaster that just came out on PS4.
Yeah, I mean, I'd preferably like to play the PS4 one, but I don't have a PS4, so I could buy it for the PS3. I don't know how much different it is.
Is it on PS3? I thought it was like a PS1 game.
No, it's a PS3 game.
It might have been remastered on there. I don't know though.
It's Well, it may be remaster of a remaster.
Possible.
What else?
We're due for another Last of Us remaster.
No, God.
But no, that'd be a good one to play too. For me though, like we saw those repo cartridges of the Fire Emblem games we'll talk about later. I would love to play more Fire Emblem. Continue with Dark Souls, Primal. I kind of put down after a bit. Far Cry Primal is kind of fun if I get back into that. But no, those are all, I think tactical like strategy games are the ones we're kind of not most interested in now, but definitely pique our interest.
Yeah, they're fun. Because
and Pokemon.
Sometimes they get your heart beating when, like, especially with Fire Emblem, when, like, if you played the real way, which they eliminated that in the new one. If optionally you can.
It's going to take a lot longer time.
It's like when somebody dies in the game, it's like you feel like you died too.
It breaks your heart.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. All right, let's lead into now the game that Christmas forgot, which is the section of the show where we kind of bring up a game that is basically hasn't been talked about for a while. It's kind of been forgotten. Maybe a game of our childhood that we just want to get out there, share, bring it to life again. Zach, we're going to give him the honor this week. What do you have for us?
I went from the top of my head when Ryan asked me or told me that this is part of the show.
Yep.
So, for some reason, the first game that popped into my head was Pac-Man World 2 for PS2.
Great game, too. It was on GameCube, too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Or maybe I'm thinking 3, too, but they were both similar, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
same concept,
everything. It's like a 3D platformer. Yeah. Like a Mario, you play as three-dimensional Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And you pretty much go through levels. And they're all like...
Do you get the little munchies, though, right?
Yeah. They're all like very narrow.
Yeah.
Like they're not like...
Linear.
Very linear. They're not like... It's not like a three-dimensional, like, a Mario where you have this whole map.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like... It's like you're going down a river.
Yeah.
And you gotta jump, and there's little sharks that come up trying to bite you.
Oh,
and then, like, you... Like, to get special items, you have to, like, jump on, like, the... pellet. What do you want to call those? Like the little dots?
Yeah, pellets is good.
Pellets.
Whatever you want
like, you, like, go onto those, and, like, it's like a almost like kind of like in
yeah, you traverse through all these palaces.
Yeah, it's like and then you're on top of that platform and stuff. And like it had a cool soundtrack. I liked the graphics. It was very innocent. I don't know. It was actually one of the games I think the first 3 games I had for PS2 were that, SSX Tricky, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on the PS2.
Yeah.
I think it was like I got the PS2, and then I was like, all right, let's go. I think it was Best Buy. They had like a buy.
Circuit City?
No, it was just Best Buy.
Okay.
And it was like buy 2 get 1 free.
Yeah.
And I think the games were like $10 each, or they were on like, you know, I think by that point those games were kind of like
getting cheaper.
Yeah, because I don't think I got a PS2 like at launch.
Yeah.
I think it was like 8 months after or something. You know,
yeah,
like
close enough, but
yeah, like a year. Let's say a year after the fact of the buzz of it all.
The buzz.
But yeah, I mean, it was. I don't know. I like that game. Still have it. Never sold it or anything.
No, it's good. It would be good if they did a remake.
Or did I sell it? I don't know. I might have sold it. I don't remember.
Of those like Pac-Man platformers, release them again. That would be fun to play with.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I would.
Because there is like a kind of a decent lack of good platformers on current gen, even last gen, kind of.
But the platformer has to be good.
That's what I'm saying.
It can't be like
Ukulele could be that redemption.
That game looks sweet.
Yeah.
Now, if you go like, let's say platformers like Super Nintendo, where I'd say at least 70% of the games were platformers.
Yeah.
But they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Except for like, you know, the obvious ones like Mario and Donkey Kong Country and.
But they're just like.
But like they're bad. Like they are straight ass.
No, I know they're bad, but it's almost like sometimes you just want to play them just because they're old, they're different.
Yeah, I actually ran through quite a few Super Nintendo games a few nights ago, and it was like I pretty much would play any game that like games I have that like I was just like I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
maybe I just picked it up for the hell of it. For the hell of it, just like, oh, this looks weird. I'm gonna buy this for $1.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't do that anymore because everything's expensive because retro gaming is the hot potato.
Hyped.
It's hyped to the highest level.
Wait, so what'd you play Super Nintendo wise?
Oh, pretty much like anything made by like Ocean.
Wait, let me make sure this is still going. But yeah, continue on. What is Ocean even? I don't even.
It's like a game. It's like the publisher, like the people who make it.
No, I know, but what do they make?
Oh, like all these really shitty games.
Yeah.
LJN
or what is it?
No,
you need an LJN shirt.
They make LJN look like Nintendo. Like they're straight shit. They're so bad. They're
That's
like
good.
disgustingly like terrible.
So wait, give me an example of this Ocean game though.
Like you're like a very stereotypical like young boy with a little sword, and you like hop in.
Generic is the best. Way
generic, like
at its finest.
Like dollar store game. Like if the dollar store had a game, this is what it would be.
I like that comparison. The dollar store game.
There's a dollar store game.
No, that's cool though.
And it's pretty much all they were trying to do is like, wow, Mario is really popular. Maybe ours will catch on. And I'd say the only other game that caught on was Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't put like Donkey Kong and Kirby in like those in that because they're like already well established games already. But like when you got the Super Nintendo, like Sonic was fresh and came out, even though it was Sega, but came out and it was popular. You know, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Which is not true at all, because Nintendo's a million times.
Blast processing.
Yeah, ass processing, more like it.
That's a good one. All right, let's switch gears now. Topic of the show. What we wanted to talk about today was, it could be video game conventions in general. Earlier today, we actually went to one. Do you remember what the name of it was?
CCAG.
What does that stand for, though? I don't know.
Classic
Cars Automotive Game Show. No, I don't know.
I actually was thinking about that. What does it stand for?
I don't know, but so just a kind of local video game convention was in town for us today. We went to it.
I think it's been around for
I think 3 years.
No. It's been
at the place at least that it was now.
Yeah, it's at like a bigger venue. Before it was like in a basement somewhere, like maybe at a church.
Okay.
And I think I want to say it's maybe pushing 10 years of, maybe like 7-8 years of it going on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we went to this morning. We got some stuff. We'll show you that stuff that we picked up, just what went on there, what we saw, all that kind of stuff. So to start off, this was the first time I ever went to this. This was the second time Zach ever went to it. You basically just go in. There's a bunch of tables set up with vendors selling anything video game related. I guess it could even stretch to anything entertainment related, to movies, CDs, some action figures, games.
Like pop culture stuff. Like the one guy had like ET stuff and like Nightmare Before Christmas, like stuff like pretty much like stuff that people like.
Huge Blockbuster sign.
Yeah, like the Blockbuster sign.
That was good.
Almost bought it. Yeah. I offered them $20, but they weren't buying it. No, they were like, hell no, get out of here with that.
But no, it was cool going around, seeing all the different vendors. At first, I was kind of like, I can't really get into buying any retro stuff just because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And you could kind of like, okay, you want to buy Earthbound, it's, a couple $100 maybe, or $10, get it on your Wii U, play it. You saved a bunch of money. Is that physical copy really worth that much to you? Is it worth that much to you to have it in your collection?
Yeah.
I don't know. The one thing that did spark or piqued my interest were the reproduction carts, which are incredibly cool. Sonic XL to shout out, which we were told is a game about your Sonic the Hedgehog. The rings are actually onion rings. You hit into them, which counts as you eat them. Sonic gets fatter. He slows down. He hits into too many rings or eats too many rings, dies of a heart attack, start the level over.
So essentially, it's hard because
the rings are everywhere. Sonic goes so fast.
That's the first thing that's hard about it. But B, rings help you in. I don't know how this all works. Life? Kind of, because if you have rings, and then you get hit by an enemy, you just lose your rings. You don't die.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have any rings because you don't want to get fat, you die automatically. But if you get hit with a bunch of onion rings, do you poop them out or something, or like?
No, I have no idea. But that's a good. For those who are curious too, it is definitely now something I want to do. We're gonna do a Let's Play of this Sonic XL game and a lot of these reproduction games that we just learned about today because they sound fascinating.
Oh, they're
just
cool.
Something we want to check out. Joke around about, throw down some information about.
Yeah.
Let you guys see them and everything. So Sonic XL is definitely one we want to play. Another one that caught my interest was Pokemon Gold and Silver Edition for the Super Nintendo. Now, at first, we thought this was just going to be, okay, Pokemon's now on the Super Nintendo, basically. Same thing, somebody remade or just ported over. Not at all. 2D side-scroller. You can either be Chikorita or Totodile.
Yeah, you just hop around and
And the enemies are other Pokemon, so you see a Beedrill going around. You got Dodge, Vileplumes up there.
The leveling remind me of a lot like the Super Nintendo Disney games.
Yeah.
Because they're not they're more they're not as linear. They're more you go up and down.
X and Y axis both.
Yeah. That was Lion King and Aladdin and Jungle Book and.
Because there's never really been a Pokemon game like that.
No.
Which is why it's cool, and it's definitely something we want to try. Put up. Yeah. We want to show you guys that one too. There's a bunch of different Mario ones. Kaizo Mario 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, those are hard. They're just insanely hard.
You need save states if you're gonna even try to beat that. Yeah, that was fun watching people play it. But I mean, once you see them stuck at the beginning, making no progress, it's next. Yeah. Then there were those Fire Emblem reproduction carts. That was really cool. The old games that came out in Japan only. They now kind of have the translations and all that.
Yeah, or games are beta games like Star Fox 2.
Yeah, that was there.
Just pretty much people just make all these games that most people can't obtain.
Yeah.
And they then there's then you got your goofy ones like the Pokemon Gold and Silver or XL or
Mario and Wario. There were a bunch of weird Mario ones.
Yeah, or there's Sonic on the Super Nintendo, or there's Mario Sonic where it's a Sonic game but you're Mario.
Yeah.
They're just cool.
Streets of Rage, was that the one with Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, and those have been really popular. Especially at the shows, they get really popular. A lot of vendors have that stuff, and I like it. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's kind of expensive to want to play them, but
yeah, they aren't that cheap, and they don't want to budge on price either.
But they're cool. I think it's something to definitely, if you're a fan of older games, to be fun to oh, look at this is weird, this is cool.
Yeah. Wait, we'll do a couple shout outs too to just interesting things we saw. Number one being the dude who made wooden DDR boards. I didn't really try it out. I was just this looks awesome. Things that have a nice, you make them out of wood, they got this nice finish, they feel quality built. That's incredibly awesome. You actually sat down and played some of it. How did it feel?
Oh, it felt great. It was the best DDR pad I've ever used.
Yeah.
I liked how the arrows had springs in it, so it's you actually feel the pressure on your foot that you're hitting it. Yeah. Where when you're playing, usually if you're so focused on the screen, you don't know like your foot's at, so you don't know if you're actually hitting it completely. It's like it felt more secure.
Yeah,
securely playing your dancing.
That was really good.
Very cool.
The only thing I'm not 100% certain about was that it wouldn't really break easily. It looked like it was quality built, but just like if you're mashing on those pads, I don't know if something could ever go wrong. But it was awesome nonetheless. Another shout out to there was this one dude making like his figures out of clay resin something.
Yeah.
Oh, they were amazing. He had like little Shy Guys, Katamari figures.
Like every video game you ever like, Dr. Fandango, whatever that game's called, and
Mario was Big Boy with the thing.
Yeah, they were
awesome.
really well crafted, painted very well. They were really cool. They'd be like a nice gift for someone or for yourself just to have up on the shelf. I'm sure you could probably, I bet you, if there's one in particular that you're looking for, you could always like email him and like, hey, I really want like a Splatoon one or something.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh yeah, sure. And then he'd probably
he was a really cool guy.
Yeah, he was very nice. I bet you he would maybe like set you up if you want like a custom, maybe with a name in it or something. I'm sure maybe he'd do that too.
Yeah. No, we'll try to leave information to all this stuff below, but like you guys call us out, we always forget to do that stuff. It's more of like a rush. Okay, I got to put this video up and mash through it, throw it up.
Yeah.
And we don't even put our Twitters or anything up, and it's like, we'll get there one day. But we just want to, it's really cool that there's somebody actually out there trying to make custom video game figures that actually look excellent at reasonable prices. That was really cool. Like even like little Monty
super nice
Mole
guy
figure.
too.
Yeah, amazing.
You think most people that are into this kind of stuff and you like try to buy stuff from them, they're usually pretty snobby.
Yeah.
Like if you go, it's like the classic like The Simpsons, like the comic book guy.
Yeah.
Like that guy like stereotypes like the comic book shop guy.
Yeah.
Like he's always like stubborn, thinks you're an idiot, and like
everybody was incredibly nice.
It's nice to like come in contact that people are kind of in the same field that aren't total dicks.
Yeah. Okay, and then other than that, there were a bunch of arcade machines to play, a bunch of games out just to play.
Yeah, all sorts of games, imports, your middle of the road NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, your super rare stuff. You had like your reproduction cartridges. You have like your random figures and toys and stuff, which I wish there was a little bit more of.
Yeah. Because those are very well priced. Some of them for the most part, especially when you're digging in bins under the table.
Yeah.
This is cool. It's only a couple
of cool stuff. I wish I had what's disposable income? Is that like where I could just be like
buy it, no problem.
Like, oh yeah, give me one of those, give me one of those, give me one of those. You know, maybe one day I will, but
no, that'd be definitely cool because there's a lot of cool stuff there.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Anything else that happened there that we're kind of forgetting?
I had mozzarella sticks that were good.
There you go.
In the hot dog, I burned a hot dog. My mouth got burned. We discussed this before on the hot dog at the game convention.
That's such a shame.
It's like right out there.
Yeah.
And that was good. They also serve alcohol there,
which I kind of thought was interesting.
Because last year I drank.
Yeah.
A lot.
Was that better?
No, I mean, it was fun, but then you get kind of tipsy, and then you're like, oh, like, if I was a little tipsy...
You would have bought every reproduction cart, just throw it on the cart.
Yeah. Like,
that's probably why they do it. Because now, like, we're on the fence about a lot of stuff. Like, oh, you know, whatever, let's just buy
Give me a couple beers, and I'll be like, hell yeah, I'll buy all 4.
Those are some expensive beers in the end, I just want to say that. That's really funny.
I spent a lot more money last year. I mean, I probably spent, like, $30 in alcohol last year.
Yeah, which ended up making you spend more, which is very funny.
Yeah, so...
But yeah, all right, let's get into pickups then.
Yeah, I picked up some stuff. You go first.
Yeah, I'll just start. It was very simple. He was digging through some bins. He's like, oh, I don't... It was like a little thing just labeled Power Ranger Villains. Was really cool. Ivan Ooze, for those who remember, this is just some random, like, OG first generation.
Cool. They're in like pretty good shape. Like he's a little bit nicked. He's a little bit nicked up.
This is actually one that I had when I was younger. These were all in just the same bag together.
Like a Ziploc freezer baggie.
Oh yeah. And then I'm pretty sure this was one of the minions that was with Ivan Ooze. He's got one of his wings broken, but these are like the awesome like 9 to 12 inch figures. One bag, $2. All 4 of these together, so they were like 50 cents a piece.
Oh, damn.
Can't go wrong with that. Ivan Ooze is now going to be our centerpiece for a while to come now.
Yeah, he's
because he's the man, dude. That's what we grew up with.
He's the cornucopia. Actually, you know what? He could be a cornucopia.
Yeah.
When we do our Thanksgiving special,
yeah.
What we'll do is if you turn him this way,
Oh, he's got the hole.
He's
in
got the
bottom,
hole.
Maybe.
We'll put a little bit of squash, a little bit of corn in there.
There you go.
And set him on the side, like on the table.
The Ivanhoe's cornucopia.
Yeah, so he's a corner. Yeah, we'll do that for our Thanksgiving special. Maybe we'll do a review of the Macy's Day Parade.
There you go. No, we'll live stream the Macy's Day Parade.
We'll be there in New York. Hopefully by that time we'll be famous enough that Macy's will invite us, and I'll be riding on. I'll be riding on the Pikachu balloon.
There you go.
Be like, yo, what's up?
But no, Power Rangers was a big thing I grew up with. I know you even grew up with a little
bit.
Oh,
I love Power Rangers.
And actually, like, there was this huge Pyramid Megazord from like the second or third. Maybe
that's sold for $25.
I thought it was gonna be more. I saw it like sold instantly too. Some guy was like, "Let me see that." All right, and then he bought it right away.
Yeah, like $25 would be like, I'll do 30. That thing was great. It was huge.
It was a big Megazord. Like,
yeah, it was
big.
like
The Pyramid one that I think the other Megazords went inside. I don't really remember. It's been a while, but no,
very cool.
Great pieces for like the price they were. It was awesome. Some new centerpieces. But yeah, let's get into what you found.
Okay, so I got quite a few things. I'll actually go in order how I purchased them.
All right, purchase order indeed.
Okay, so first thing I picked up today.
Wait, let's make room because this is gonna be.
First thing I picked up today was this pen.
Yeah.
Actually, was given to us for free.
We all got pens.
It's just like this little. It's probably hard to see, but it's like one of those like really skinny small pens. I just think it's like really stupid, but I like it a lot for some reason. So this was free. So I don't know. Like if you ask him like the whole time,
this will be very sentimental for years to come.
I'm like, I love the pen. Oh, I love the pen. The pen's great. I love it. No, okay. So technically, the first thing I purchased was this watch. It's a Japanese Pokemon watch. It's still in the packaging and everything. The battery's dead in it. I'm going to take it out of the box and wear it on the regular.
Yeah. I'm
just gonna wait I'm gonna wait for the battery at home. I probably have one laying around. It does. The reason why I bought it because it does show Fat Pikachu. Yeah. And I love Fat Pikachu. It's just the cutest, greatest thing. I love it. Like.
No, so that was a good find.
Oh, it was great.
I would have got the Meowth. There was a Meowth one too.
You should have got it.
No, you should have got them both though.
I don't need.
Because when something happens, it's like you got the Meowth backup. But
yeah, but
maybe next year.
I think this was next.
The at.
Yeah, this was next. It's I'm just gonna open it up.
I just want to throw this out there too. The funny thing, this was a video game convention. We really didn't even buy any video game between us. That we're
I bought 2 video games.
Play. He did buy 2, but he doesn't have the console to play them.
I bought this little like plushy keychain thing. I don't know what it's from.
You mean who it's by?
Yeah, it must be pretty new because the Funimation logo and the Toei animation like logos are like the newer ones that they have. It's like Shenron on the 4-star Dragon Ball Grandpa, and I don't know. I buy pretty much anything Dragon Ball related. I buy unless it's like real flashy and like you could buy it at Hot Topic. Like I don't like it. Like the new T-shirts are like all like it's over 9,000. It's like I don't care. Like this is cool.
No, that was definitely a good find.
Yeah, it's just gonna hang up. I'll probably hang it up on my
dude the rear view
no, my
mirror.
Peeps there for Peep.
True.
Hang
this one here.
Next thing I got 2 Famicom games.
Continuing that Dragon Ball Z theme.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z 2. I do not have a Famicom, and I will never play these ever. But I just thought they looked cool, and
great pieces just for shelfware.
They're cool. I mean, like I love the way they're set up. Like
the art's pretty cool.
Yeah, the art on them is great. Like they don't do like games like this in America. They're just cool. Thought they were cool. Oh, I thought I heard a rattle.
Pretty cool, like Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs pretty cool. All right, next thing. I actually haggled the guy for this.
Yeah, you saved big money on
this. I saved $2 on this.
Actually, I'll move this over up here.
I got a Super Mario 64 like Hot Wheel semi truck, and it's like OG from back in the day. It's actually a Matchbox car. I did not know that. It had the Matchbox logo. It has like the old N64 and the old like Mario, how he looks. This can come off, because the trailer hitch. There's an N64, a little bit beat up, but I just like, where do you find a Super Mario 64 semi-truck.
That's good.
Like that's just good. Like where do you find that? Like you don't find
this one's
that
going
anywhere.
straight to the sandbox.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Billy Mitchell.
No, give him a little rundown because even I wasn't familiar with him.
He like was a player in the like was it 80s of like who played Donkey Kong, like original Donkey Kong, and like he like I don't know what the record was, but he had like the record for like the best Donkey Kong score ever, and it was like a big deal.
Okay.
And I think from what I remember, because there's a documentary called like King Kong or something, I don't remember.
Okay.
I watched it years ago, and it like pretty much kind of started like the whole like competitive gaming.
Okay.
And he's just kind of like a legend in gaming now, and he made his own hot sauce.
Do you know, does he still game though, or is he like kind of retired from that?
Yeah, I mean he'll play, but like he probably appears at places and like signs autographs and stuff. But he makes hot sauce, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool thing just to put on the shelf. Probably won't use it to eat because like who knows how long that's been sitting. I don't know if that stuff goes bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's just cool. Like if somebody like comes over and recognizes that, be like, oh shit, that's so cool.
No, yeah, that's definitely something cool to have.
I don't know why it's called a Ricky's, but you have to watch the documentary. You'll learn all about it. If you like documentaries, I recommend it. It's pretty cool. I also got 3 pins. I got this one for myself. It's the Mario with the screwdriver that they had on the back of all of the like games, like for
instruction manuals. I feel like
like concerns and comments and stuff.
SNES.
Like, that was a little picture. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'll put it on my jacket or something.
Do you want to throw in a quick story about the time you actually did call?
Yeah, I remember me and my dad called Nintendo because we were playing Toy Story 2 for N64. We didn't know how to get the top level of Andy's basement and get the star or whatever you collected in those things.
Yeah. Were they able to help you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at Nintendo coming through.
Yeah, I think we got charged like $40 for like a long distance call, though.
That's good.
I also got these 2 other pins for my girlfriend. Katamari. Got the little prints on there in the...
Dropping pins.
In the little balloon. I think that's the cover from Beautiful Katamari, right? Or no?
No.
I don't know what that's from. It's on one of the covers for like Xbox or something. I don't remember. And then I got this Kirby pin.
Might actually be beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Then this is a little Kirby pin. She loves Kirby and it's cute. She'll put it on her purse or put it on her.
No, those are some good pins. Solid. Yeah. Wait. So what else?
Then there's 2 more things. I got this picture. Came in a picture frame. This is really random, but it has a story to it. Why I bought it. It is like a press photo of Tim Burton with like his like Nightmare Before Christmas puppets or clay figures.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of like claymation and like stop motion animation.
Yep.
And I remember as a kid, I used to like to look at the Friday paper where they have all the movie ads or like the little movie advertisements. I don't know if they do that anymore.
I don't know.
Like they have like the theatrical like thing and be like, hey, this movie's coming out theaters Friday, and they had like the theatrical poster like in the little like around here it's called the Friday magazine.
Yeah. Kind
of told you like what restaurants to go to or movies or plays or bands or art galleries and like pretty much like shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this was in there and I saw it as a little kid and I was like, those look so cool. And this is the exact picture that was in the it was like an article about like this movie's coming out like Nightmare Before Christmas coming out, and I remember like seeing it or maybe it was coming I don't know. I remember vividly seeing this picture and going like I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I got it for her because like it's in a frame and everything and I can give it to her.
How much was it?
It's $5.
Yeah, like the frame was probably worth more than that stuff too, which is
and
really fine.
I want to give it to her. She like put it in her room, like like it's like this picture is special because like when you're a young age, you get like influenced by certain things, like this. Like I'll never forget that picture, like Power Rangers or all the things that we put on this table.
Yeah.
And like I want to give it to her because she also does like that because remember as a kid, like I think her mom.
So it means something to both of you. And
and like
it to her,
and like when she can look at it and think of me and be like, oh, this is like a simple time when you're a little kid and you get impressed by certain things and you'll never forget it, and it's like shows like I don't know just
It keeps the memories alive.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's special. It's very nice.
Let me prop that up here for the last one.
Now the last one I'm gonna have to stand up for. We were on our way out.
Yeah.
We were conversing with the lady about the Blockbuster sign.
Being like, well, hey,
like I'm talking Blockbuster sign from like.
It would fit in this entire frame. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole frame would be the sign. Like, it's probably about yay wide. It was huge.
It was big.
And we're like, and it's like, oh, and I was like, oh, I'll give you $20 for it. And she's like, oh, I don't know. And then I asked her, like, oh, did somebody actually give you any like offers? And they're like, nah, not really.
Wait, as she was answering you were just.
I was like spacing out. I was like, I don't give a shit what this lady said anymore. She doesn't want $20 for it. And I turn around.
I kind of felt bad, honestly.
I turn around and I go, holy shit. Holy shit. This is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I gotta stand up. I have it right here on the ground.
No, but it was good because she was like talking to thin air and you're saying that, looking the other way.
Like, I completely ignored her. I was like, get out of my life right now. This is happening right now and I need this to happen. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be...
You won't be able to see me. You should be okay because it was originally like in a seat when we found it.
I found this giant, back to stop motion and claymation, I found this giant Gumby inflatable, which is deflated right now. It has a leak apparently, but I mean, that's easily to be found. It is huge.
We'll see how easily.
It's huge, and I love Gumby.
This is like bigger than us, yeah.
Oh, it's like life, I mean, let me like put it like...
It's gonna hit the ceiling.
I mean,
it's very close. It's
as
big as you, yeah.
It's as tall as me, and I'm like 6'2".
Yeah, right.
So like, look at this. Like, it's massive. And, like, this is going to be awesome in my basement. Like, look at him.
He might be the next star on the show, the next guest.
So, I was like, I love Gumby. That's one of my favorite things in the whole world. And I'm like, pretty much anything Gumby related, I don't pass up, unless something I already have. They had a price on it for $35, and I'm like, well, guys, it's kind of deflated, and I'm assuming it's probably got a hole in it. And they're like, yeah, we had it blown up, but it was,
slowly deflated.
Yeah, it has like a small, like it's like your inner tube for your swimming pool.
Yeah.
And
we should blow it up and put it in a pool.
Sweet. Put this
back he's kind of
so
stuck in here. Nice.
He's got like little weights on his like feet, so then he can stand up straight.
All right,
there you go. Up.
Get him out of here.
So I go, I'll give you. He goes, it's kind of deflated. I don't want to spend $35 for it. It's kind of expensive. Honestly, even if they were firm, I still probably would have said, yeah, I want it.
I still think you should have said $10 instead of
I probably should. I should have said 10.
But he said 15 there because instantly they're like sold. They didn't even think twice.
Yeah.
Like, get this thing out of here.
So I'm pretty excited about that. That's like the second big purchase I've ever made. I once bought a Darth Maul cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
It's pretty big and it talks. It's kind of cool when you walk past it.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you have it on. But yeah, that was a really, really good find too.
So we went to video game convention, got nothing we're actually gonna play, but a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with all my stuff I bought.
Good findings.
Because like,
definitely.
If I didn't find good stuff, I wouldn't have bought it. And B, I just talked for 15 minutes about all these things, and that means they must be worth purchasing.
Yeah.
Where'd that Star Wars miniature? Was that been sitting here this whole time?
Yeah, the Mandalorian on the. I don't remember the actual name.
That's been here this whole time?
Yeah, Mandalorian on Basilic? Basilic?
Basilic, yeah.
Basilic War Droid. Great.
So yeah, the convention was fun. I'll be attending next year.
Yeah, it was really good. So yeah. Any closing remarks on that topic? But that was a good one, just showing off what we found.
If there's any like local game conventions around you guys, and if you're into games, I definitely recommend going, because like even if you don't like to buy a lot, it's cool just to see the stuff in person and stuff, and maybe you can meet some friends or some people.
Yeah.
That like the same thing as you.
Absolutely. No, I agree with all that too. It was definitely a good time, and I'll definitely be going back next year.
Yeah.
Now that I actually was able to go.
Maybe we'll go. I mean, I don't think
I know that it exists.
Yeah, it's definitely really keep away from babies. Children do not using cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. So I can't play with this in my bed.
Yeah.
That is not cool, man.
All right, well, no, that wraps up another episode of Rabbit Hole's Gamesverse.
Yeah.
Tune in next week. Zach might guest star a few more times if you enjoyed.
Yeah, hopefully you guys like me. I don't know.
But no, he's a great addition and all that. So definitely, if you enjoyed what you saw here, check out the channel. We have previous episodes, other kind of shows, episodes, all that kind of stuff, podcasts, video podcasts, I guess, let's plays, all that kind of good stuff. So hey, if you like what you saw, keep on coming back. We'll be bringing more content. Thanks for sticking around, guys. We'll see you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.